What in the world is this mess?
Train, 16 coaches long.
Now you see why. Wiring. I'm kind of visual person, so I guess I need to figure out now every place I'm going to need wires, or everywhere that I think in the future that I may need wires. Just real quick, at the entrance, everywhere where it's red, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've already got power running to the track. This is the other ones that I would like to go to the track. They're all red. 1, 2 over there, 1 here, but it'll feed both of these tracks. And that should power the DCC all the way around the track. The blue are for controls. So this is where the turnout off of this main line is. And right now it's manual. I may want to go electrical. And right here is another one, and I may want to go electrical. So I'm going to look at where I may be able to put power out for those. These are the railroad crossings here, 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 and here. I may want those electrical. Now, I don't know about the optical stuff. I'll just have to work that out later. If it has opticals on both sides of it, whatever. So the railroad crossings are here, 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 and here. And the yellows are the power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the powers for the city. L6, here's another one. 1 to the train station, 1 to the city on this side, 1 to the city on that side. 1 to the big 2 for the city, because I think there's somehow some buildings here and some buildings there. I should be able to run wiring. What these straws are for, these are straws. And I'm going to put it out the bottom and stick them up just a little bit in plaster. So basically this is going to be conduits to get my wiring up through. I don't have to put wiring in now, but I will have the conduit here to do it. So you're going to see all these little colors popping up through everywhere. That's just the conduit for the wiring. And once I get the plaster down, then I'll cut them off. I'm going to take a little bit more time to take a look at this and make sure there's not something I'm missing. I'm going to look at how to wire these turnoffs. I don't even know if that's what they're called. They're called something else. They're not called turnoffs. But look at these, and if I do want to put those in there, I may go ahead and buy them and then find out where the wiring needs to come up to get to those things. Switches right there. Switch here, switch here. And we're going to take a look at this, and then I'm going to take my drill bit. I've already done these down through here by hand, but I'll go ahead and drill the holes and stick the straws so I can see the color on the bottom and on the top. It says leave them 3 inches, leave wires 3 inches on the top. And once I get that done and these things punched down through the bottom, then I will go to the next step. But that is the wiring, and I'll shoot some video of this. It may be a short one, but I will shoot some video of it. You get the idea. Okay, all of the holes are drilled, everything's through. These are flex straws, so they have this little flexible thing. That's how I'm able to bend these things over. The hole's a little bit big, so these things would drop through and I would lose them. So what I'm gonna do is 3 inches from the flex up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go underneath and hot glue just around the edges so these straws remain standing up and I don't have to keep them bent over, because eventually I'm gonna have to stand them straight up to do some plaster cloth around them. But all the holes are done. I was unable to get this hole back here in because I just didn't want to get the drill in around all this stuff here, and there's just no way to get the drill back there to do that. So I'm gonna do one power into this city, and I'll just have to spread it through the building somehow. If it's got one power, I'll get it to the other buildings if need be. Underneath is kind of unique looking. I know what I need to have power-wise going to where. That's my conduits. And over here, we have some of my wiring already did for inside the tunnel. Here and here. And the rest of these are gonna be for other stuff. I hope it works. Again, I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm telling you how I did it. Okay, a little bit of difference. It may be goofy, a little overkill, and maybe just a little retarded, but it's really the only way I can keep track of everything. Well, I believe we come to the end on this electrical thing. I'm gonna just cover a few things. I did look these tracks up, and the best I can figure, I had to change my position here just before this here. I brought it back to where the electrical side should be at. Same with this one. It should be on this side. I had it way up here. Was unsure. The lights I just left there because I have no clue exactly what lights I'm going to get there first, but at least there'll be some kind of power or something there. On just outside of this switch here, I wasn't sure whether it was going to get power from here and here. So in this piece right through here before it got to that intersection, so I dropped another one here. I'm unsure about this DCC. It's going to be okay with me if I just have too many spots in. And I've heard everything from every piece of track being wired to every 3 feet. So, or once in a whole big track. So I've heard a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna put some. I just want a good signal. At the end of this line here, I've got one now. At the end of this line, I got one. I did notice that I only put one wire, but I wouldn't be able to get to both sides of the track, so I end up dropping one per side so I can get that each wire up each side on these here now. I'll run 2 wires through this one. 2 wires there, 2 wires there. They're all glued in space. They ain't coming out. And you gotta admit that it's rather colorful, and hopefully it'll work. But I think we're getting ready to move to the next one, which is stuffing paper. The interesting thing about that is I don't have any paper. I don't know anybody that has any paper. I do have a bundle of this stuff that I got for moving one time. So I'm gonna use it, and then if I need any more, I guess I'll just go buy some more of this. It's probably the more expensive way to do it, but yet I don't know how much. I think I'm gonna need a whole lot more than that, but they got it at Lowe's and Home Depot. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it on the electrical. The other thing I thought about from underneath here was that when I do go to run those wires, all I gotta do is follow between red and blue and whatever, and hook these up, and I can see exactly where the track one is, so I can make sure the wires are run to that. Anyway, maybe it's helpful. Again, that's the way I elected to do it, and it may just end up being a mess, but I can always just chip these off at the tabletop level and not use them. Anyway, okay, let's move on to the next section.